Hey guys, so winter's fastly approaching. I know it's August, I know it's hot, dog days of summer and all, but it ain't gonna be long till the snow's flying. And it's gonna creep up on us. Are you prepared? So guys, this is a great time of year to stock up on the things you're gonna need for this winter. A lot of things like that are on sale right now. And, Mother Nature, I think we can all agree, has been kind of angry with us this year. Right? So it's not out of the realm of possibilities that we have a rough winter. Up here in the Northeast, it's been a long time since we've had a major snowstorm, at least down my way. Now, if you get up by the lake, that's a different story. But, if you're out of the lake effect snow area, it's been a while. So I'd say we're due. And right now is a great time to go stock up on things that you're going to need for the wintertime. A lot of things are on sale because they're not selling them right now. Okay? Make sure you have what you need. Do you have enough water? Do you have enough food? If you're snowed in for a week. Alternative heating sources. Right now is a great time to go out and buy propane heaters, indoor safe propane heaters. They're on sale, a lot of them, because, this isn't the time of year they sell them. So, they put them on sale. Great time to pick one up. I have a My Buddy heater, the big one, and let me tell you, that thing works great. Now it ain't going to heat your whole house, but if you put it in one room, if you're going to seclude yourself in one room, if you turn that thing on high, you're going to sweat. I mean, it works great. Also, if you're going to have one of those, any kind of indoor propane heater, indoor safe propane heater, make sure you got a carbon monoxide detector. Yeah, they're indoor safe, but hey, it could spring a leak. Something could happen. You want to know about it if it does, right? So make sure you have a carbon monoxide detector. Make sure you have extra batteries for your carbon monoxide detector. Also, this is a great time for like wool blankets. Snatch up some wool blankets. Even like yard sales and things like that. You can find a lot of stuff that you're going to be able to use for the upcoming winter that right now people are just getting rid of, right? So this is the best time to prepare for the winter months that are upcoming. And I'm not saying we're going to get a big snowstorm. I don't know. I'm not a weatherman. I just play one on TV. No. But we're due. I mean, we're past due. And we've seen all these just torrential storms, and we're just now getting into the kind of the peak of hurricane season. There's already a few things out in the ocean swirling up. So, volcanoes and earthquakes, and Mother Nature's been mad at us for some reason. So I think there's a pretty good possibility that we might get a pretty good sized snowstorm sometime this year. Hopefully not, but I think you should be ready for it. Just my opinion. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. But that's what I'm prepping for right now. That's what I'm kind of focused on, is the upcoming winter. Yeah, I don't know, but right now is a great time to stock up on things for the winter months because, like I said, they're getting rid of them cheap because they don't sell them right now. So it won't be long, and the stores will be putting out winter clothes and stuff like that. They seem to do that pretty early anymore. But definitely pick yourself up. Make sure you have an alternative heating source. If you got a wood burner, great, awesome. Make sure you got plenty of wood. If you have a wood burner, I'm sure you have plenty of wood. That's usually something you focus on. But some kind of alternative heating source. Generators, right? You're going to want power. Maybe you have some electric heaters. Well, you're going to need a pretty good sized generator to run them. They pull a lot. I think most of them are around 1,800 watts per hour. So you're going to need a pretty good sized generator. Solar generator if you can. Do you have blackout curtains? If the power goes out in the middle of winter and you got the lights on, well, your neighbors are going to take notice. Now, you know, maybe you want to help them out. Maybe you don't trust them that much. I don't know. You know, I don't know your situation. I only know my situation, and I'm making sure nobody knows I got the lights on, right? I'm making sure nobody knows I got the lights on and the heat rolling. So, but yeah, things like that. Pet food, right? What if you get snowed in for a week? Do you have enough pet food? You know, fur babies are family too. We got to make sure that we keep them happy and healthy and fed, right? So, cat litter, if you have cats, make sure you have enough cat litter. You know, just stock up for the winter, guys, because, like I said, I just got a bad feeling, and hopefully I'm wrong, but I got a bad feeling we're in store for a wild winter. And I'm not looking forward to it. If you know me, and cold weather don't exactly get along that well. And I don't like snow. So, yeah. Luckily, we haven't had much snow lately. Last winter was pretty cold, but we didn't get a lot of snow. We're due. We're due for a big one. You know, I'm old enough to remember the blizzard of '78. And I remember going up to the second story of our house, and the snow had drifted so high that I could open the second story window in my bedroom, reach out, and make snowballs, because it had drifted clear up to that window. And we haven't seen anything like that since. And so that was, what was that? Geez, 47 years ago? Yeah. So we're due. You know, I'd say we're probably past due. So, you know, stock up, make sure you got enough food and enough water and enough supplies and heating sources and wool blankets and things like that to keep you and your family warm and fed, and also some entertainment. You know, if you get snowed in for a week and the power's out, you're going to get bored quick. So, you know, find yourself something to do. Make sure you have some lights. Little pop-up lanterns, battery-powered, solar-powered, candles, you know, things that so you can have some light. But yeah, get some entertainment things, books, board games, decks of cards, whatever. If you get snowed in for a week, you're going to get bored. So you're going to have to entertain yourself. So things like that. But yeah, check out the local yard sales and flea markets and things like that this time of year. You can pick up stuff to help you prepare for the winter months. Pretty cheap right now. And you know, of course, the economy's not good, so none of us really have a bunch of extra money. So if you can pick something up cheap, hey, do it. You know, I'm not going to go out there and I'm not one of these guys that go out there and tells you got to go out and spend all this money and, oh, you got to buy this product and that product. No, you buy what you can afford, okay? The economy's awful, so don't put yourself in debt if you don't have to. But, you know, make sure you have what you need, but don't get carried away. So, yeah, I'm not going to go out there and you're never going to hear me pushing products, expensive products, unless it's something that I really, really believe in. And I do like my buddy heater. Like, I have no affiliation with them, but we picked that up about this time last year, and we had a pretty cold winter. I mean, we had a couple of weeks there in the like 20 below range, okay, which is abnormal for this area, but it was cold. And we have electric heat, and if you have electric heat, you know that when it gets stupid cold, it has trouble keeping up. And it got pretty chilly in the house, right? So I fired up that buddy heater, and let me tell you, I'm impressed with that little thing. You know, it takes two of them little green canisters, and if you turn it on low, it says it lasts, I think, 11 hours. I didn't quite get 11 hours out of it, maybe like 9.5. Now that could be because maybe the canisters weren't all the way full, you know, maybe the propane company's skimping a little bit. Couldn't imagine that, could you? But still, lasts a pretty good long time, and even on low, that thing would keep a pretty good sized room pretty warm. It did a great job. I was really impressed with that thing. And if you turn it on high, you will cook yourself. I mean, that thing puts out some heat. So, but yeah, now's a great time to pick one of them up. I'm sure you can find one on sale somewhere, or, you know. I think I got mine from Tractor Supply. They had a sale going on about this time last year. I don't remember what I paid for it. Sorry, it's been a year ago. I don't remember, but it was a good deal. And they make smaller ones. I got the big one. They make I think it's a. I got the Big Buddy. I think there's a My Buddy, and then there's like a mini too. But the big one works great, and it's light. It's easy to carry around. It takes some batteries, so make sure if you get one, you got some batteries for the little automatic ignition thing. You could probably do it with a lighter or pack of matches, but you know, just to be safe, it's a lot easier if you just have some batteries for it and use the automatic ignition thing. You know, you don't want to be turning the gas on and then sticking a match down there and hope you got it down there before the gas got out too much. So, you know, I suggest having some extra batteries just to be safe. But yeah, things like that, wool blankets, water, food, pet supplies, medications. Make sure you got a little bit of extra your medications. You know, what if you get snowed in for a week, you can't get your medication, you know? So make sure you always got some of that on hand. Don't wait till you run out and then go get more. You know, always make sure you got, you know, extra on hand. And it's always good to have extra. You can get a 3-month supply of your medications. Most of the doctors are okay with that. You know, if you go to your doctor and say, hey, I'd like to have a 3-month supply just in case, they're pretty cool with that for the most part. The insurance companies, on the other hand, well, you might have to pay cash for it, okay? I don't know. Or fight with your insurance company. Now, some of them are okay. I'm not saying they're all like that, but I know some of them get a little like, oh, you don't need that, you know, because they're trying to save a buck. And they don't want to spend that much money on you. But, so, you know, your insurance company might not cover, but the doctors themselves are usually, everyone I've dealt with is just fine with that. They're like, yeah, no problem. I'll send you in a 3-month supply. So, you know, doctors are pretty cool about stuff like that. Also some home security, right? If power goes out and it's cold and you got heat and lights, people may come knocking at your door. It's probably not a bad idea to make sure you're safe. And we're not going to get into all that because YouTube gets a little upset when we talk about stuff like that, so we're not going to talk about that. But y'all know what I mean. I don't have to explain it. So yeah, so this is a great time, guys. Yard sales, flea markets, just sales in general. Check out Harbor Freight and Tractor Supply if you have one of those around. Lowe's, Menards. A lot of them have sales on winter type stuff right now because, you know, it's not selling. So Rural King, if you have one of those around, we have a Rural King. They got some good stuff there. Actually just bought a lawnmower and a weed eater from them. They both work great, so real happy with that. But yeah, so get yourself, this is a great time to get stocked up for winter, and we'll get through it. If it's bad, we'll get through it. So guys, thanks for stopping by. Remember, keep prepping, keep your head on a swivel, stay safe, and don't wait for SHTF because it's not going to wait for you, okay? We'll see you guys on the next one. Everybody have a good day.